What's up, guys? It's They Coming, and I'm here recapping the latest CWL war with BostonTeaParty. This week, God of War really gave us the smackdown. We fell 82 to 85 stars, 91.87% to 95.33%. We did have a very rough time at the Town Hall 9 level. I think we were 12 for 38 attempts at 3-starring Town Hall 9v9, so we did require several Town Hall 10 dips, something that we are definitely not proud of, and something that we are thinking about every single week, pulling ahead and getting just more and more consistent with the Town Hall 9 play. We started a Town Hall 9 Academy that we're putting a lot of our guys into, just basically to have like little boot camp sessions in order to boost just the consistency and the planning for war attacks. Anyways, let's look at some of this, the details here. I told you about the Town Hall 9 play. Also, our Town Hall 11s did not have the All-Star award they had last week. As you can see, only 2 11v10 dips out of the 6 were 3 stars, so that hurt. However, our Town Hall 10 play did end up getting us 1 10v10 triple, so we were really happy about that. Also, the 10v11 play, I think we had the top 3 Town Hall 11s tripled, I think within 5 attacks, if I'm not mistaken. I was a little bit absent this war. I did have some real life stuff going on. I had a pretty busy weekend with my job, so I was not able to carefully monitor the stages of the war, but to my knowledge, I believe that the Town Hall 10v11 doubles did go down relatively quickly. So anyways, we're going to start the recap off looking at Eric Kiefer with his 10v10 triple onto number 11. Now he brings a stoned BostonTeaParty, and this is 3 golems, and this looks really pretty to me. I thought this was great, just how he pulls this off. Basically, he's going to come in here on this sort of south corner with his golem kill squad. He's using these 3 bowlers to do some pretty interesting funneling, just bouncing the rocks off of those structures to clear this trash efficiently. He almost gets this mortar here, but this bowler steps up and ends up taking it out with one of his bounces before the mortar can go down, but that's going to end up being fine. The first and second golem do go down. A couple of Valkyries to help speed this funnel along, and I really liked what these Valkyries were able to do. He sneaks his wall breakers in, and the Valkyries, essentially underage, their job is going to be able to jump up here and to take out this enemy queen. So the clan castle has come out. The CC Lava Hound is hanging up the queen, but he's got the rage down, and those Valkyries step up and really smack the enemy king and queen in the face very efficiently, very beautifully there. And the queen is still chasing that Lava Hound, but the rage and the heal has gone down, and look what the kill squad is getting done. I mean, they've already taken 2 of the air defenses, they've taken the 3rd air defense, and they're still getting value. That king is not going to fall right away. There's really not a lot of heavy point defense hitting that king right now. Basically, those Inferno Towers are just going to tickle that huge king, and the kill squad is still going. He's still got 2 unbroken golems going. He's got some cleanup troops over there, but look what he's done up at this top side. He's brought in his balloons and a freeze spell and just haste spells to get on top of these 2 Inferno Towers. He recognized the weakness in that there were these 6 cannons up here that can't touch balloons, so he just sent in the naked loons to get up in on top of that mess. No hounds needed. I thought that was really just smart base identification. If you don't need lava hounds in a raid, if you're able to take all 4 defenses, and if there's only 2 point defenses that can really harm your balloons like that, you can send in your balloons without any air tanking in the form of a lava hound. So really, really great job done there. And the rest is just cleanup. So Eric Kiefer picking up the 10v10. This is what I like to see. 10v10 triples for us seem to be pretty rare, but we're definitely working on pushing that up and keeping that going. Let's now look at Luke Bradley. We're moving down into the 9v9 action, hitting number 13. Let's go way back up here. And I thought this was really great too. This is a hero swap QuadLalo, and he has 2 unbroken hounds at the very end. So Not the most desirable finish in that way, but he smashes it. I mean, if you triple with 2 unbroken hounds, good for you, man. So he takes these 2 wizards just to do some funneling right there. He only needed to get those 2 army camps down for that to be successful. He sends his king, queen, and a baby dragon and a poison spell, basically to slow down these royals. And this baby dragon is going to be used to get up there and help kill the queen with the help of the king. The king pops the ability. The baby dragon targets the enemy queen. And the second poison is down. And notice he's got this nice tight runway of poison leading that CC, but the first poison does expire. Fortunately, that baby dragon in the sky does assist the queen in taking down the 2 Valkyries before popping that defending CC baby dragon. Now, the queen's job is really over. If she dies right now, there's really no consequence to this raid. So he starts the Lalo. He brings the first haste spell in with several balloons to get on top of these couple wizard towers, and that is actually a really dangerous spot for those balloons to be in, but ends up working out just fine. The haste spell is going to redirect them to get on top of that archer tower and then join the main pack that is now closing in on this expo. Looking really good there. First hound and second hound and third hound have been deployed at this point, and he's just using haste spells to get him in. He's going to end up popping a rage over a Tesla farm that pops up right about here, or did I mispredict that? No, I guess that was another raid I was watching. And he's got 3 lava hounds sitting on the last remaining air defense. So what is this base really going to do? There is the Tesla farm. There's the rage, and there's the heal to sustain the important damaging troops up. It doesn't matter that he has an 2 unbroken lava hounds at this point. He has to get those balloons that are out in front of that lava hound to finish the raid for him. And the rest is just cleanup, guys. He's got a minute on the clock, and his cleanup troops are just archers and lava pups and a few balloons that do smartly end up splitting for him, so that was good. Good job to Luke Bradley, picking up the 9v9. Let's move on to Landlord versus number 14, Hassan number 2. And he brings the Shattered QuadLalo, and I like this one because he has a swag heal. And we all like swag spells in raids, so this is just really pretty. And you're going to see he comes down here with a couple loons to take out this mortar first. He staggers. He doesn't put them right on top of each other because he doesn't want that wizard tower to splash both before they end up taking out that mortar. So that was just one little bitty tweak that had there been, had those balloons been grouped up, it could have brought both of them down, which would have been detrimental, but that's okay. One test wall breaker does pop that Tesla there, and because that happened, he has to drop his king in order to get up here and tank the fire of this Tesla before he drops his wall breakers. Now, ideally, he would have wanted the golems to go in first, but because of the way that worked out, it's okay. The king does aggro some defenses that he would have not wanted to first, but it ends up being fine. The king, queen, and bowlers are in, going where he wants them to go, and this queen does end up getting a lot of value on this entry. It looks really pretty. The rage spell helps push the bowlers along. Those 2 golems out in front, going to get a little bit more value for him. Help those bowlers do just a little bit more damage, get a little bit deeper. Look what the queen is doing by herself, though. She's going to get this expo and then turn around and luckily be able to take out this baby dragon by herself. Great job to that. Excellent job so far, Landlord. And now comes the Lalo, and there's only 2 air defenses left, so he just brings 1 lava hound and then just slow rolls his loons to begin and just gets on top of these air defenses one by one. Excellent job. First air defense down, second air defense down. No more air defenses left in this base. He's going to slow roll these loons. The last haste spell is used to get the main pack catch up behind. Ooh, eats a lot of traps right there, but not going to be a problem. All the defenses are down. 2 swag loons in the bag to help for cleanup, a poison, and a haste spell. A poison and a heal spell swagged. Good job, Landlord. Let's see that swag. Drop that pretty... Oh, there it is. There it is. Drop those spells. Good job, man. Love seeing the swag. Anyways, let's go on to the next attack, and that will be 201 Mike hitting number 19. And 201 Mike is bringing the AQ walk, Lalo with a Kibo walk, and guys, there's this archer that you have to see that was so funny. I mean, it really just... it really caught me when I saw this archer take down. Like just watch. You're gonna love this. So the queen is gonna be dropped over at 9 o'clock, and she's going to end up walking north towards the second air defense there. And I think his intention was with his Kibo walk to get this air defense right here. But it doesn't actually end up being necessary, because watch what happens. The queen has aggroed that mortar, and this single archer is going to end up coming down here and pegging off this air defense. This is hilarious to me. Absolutely hilarious. The queen does get the mortar, so that threat is gone. There's literally nothing that would stop that archer from taking out that air defense at this point. Good job. He expends the ability to handle enemy king, and now he's going to step up in this little nook. Now look at how pretty this is. Takes one air defense, and this air defense is not protected by that one tile buffer that people try to put up. So she is going to get this third air defense here if she can get through this golem. Now let's watch what happens here. Is she going to crack that golem before she gets killed by these other two cannons, which are deadly right now? So she's going to crack the golem. Oh, big damage onto her. Meanwhile, he started his Kibo walk down there. The archer does finish that air defense before anything else happens, and he's got a bit of a problem. That last remaining air defense did not go down. That's going to be okay. Those bowlers are going to end up smacking the king as the barbarians break through the wall. The healers have now swapped onto the bowlers, and they are going to be able to get a little bit more taken out for him. Meanwhile, he started his Lalo, sends his one Lava Hound at that air defense that did not get taken care of, and he's going to have a few balloons to come over here and smack this AD to the ground. Good job there. Haste spell to push in towards this this expo, which could cause him problems, and he's got several balloons coming in targeted on these wizard towers. Notice he's not just clumping them all up. He tried to get some targeted balloons on those defenses as he moved in, and the reason he pops this rage here is because he's fighting two sweepers. If he had no rage or haste spells, those balloons would not have made it to those sweepers for the entire raid, and his balloons would not have then in turn turned around and start attacking other structures. So he had to use the rage spell. He could not afford to swag it right there because of the direction of the double sweepers. Anyways, good job to 2-on-1 Mike. That was really cool. I love this little archer over here on that air defense. Love seeing that. That was a cool interaction. Anyways, let's move on. Let's look at Squirtle hitting number 21, Big Josh. And Squirtle here brings the Hero Swap QuadLalo, and he does something really interesting down here with goblins to funnel. Now watch what he does. He's going to drop 4 goblins on these two separate mines here, and they're going to funnel these out pretty nice. I mean, look how fast they just chew through here, and he's going to drop 1 wall breaker, followed up by 2 more to bust that wall, and he's going to go right in at this enemy king. He drops his king, he drops his queen behind, and their job is just going to be to charge straight up, go right at this enemy queen. He's going to pop the king ability to take out queen and get a little bit more value, take the town hall, take that wizard tower, and then those are 2 defenses that are actually really great to take down with the enemy queen. 2 wizard towers, great value there. Loved it. Starts his Lalo over at around the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock position. Gonna be sweeping clockwise around the space. Haste spell to get the first hound moving, and he's got 3 hounds sitting on top of that 1 air defense, so he can slow roll this if he wants, but he's gonna move quickly here. He's gonna drop several balloons and a haste spell to move in on that air defense, and then 2 of the Lava Hounds are going to go over to this one, a 3rd Lava Hound, and he's going to heal the Lava Hounds. You know, why not? Why not heal these Lava Hounds? And he's going to get all these balloons coming in behind with the help of a rage spell. Use some more targeted balloons on the backside because the Hound has aggroed all of the necessary defenses inside the core. Looking really pretty there. And he's got 2 Hounds that are still up. And 1 hound is going to pop shortly right here, and the other hound is going to pop shortly. Will it pop? 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 And yes, the last hound does pop. Beautifully done. Squirtle on this base. Tons of pups for cleanup. Tons of loons up. Excellent queen trade right there, and getting those two wizard towers out. That was gorgeous. Absolutely loved it. Next up. And this will be our last attack of the recap. This is going to be Chensaurus, hitting number 30. Now you might think, oh, the bottom base, whatever. Guys, this, it's still pretty much a max base. He's just missing walls. That you still have 30, 26 defending heroes. This is, for all intents and purposes, a max base for an air attack. So anyways, here comes Chensaurus from this bottom right side, and he's going to be bringing the shattered QuadLalo. So QuadLalo, notice there's no Bolo. Notice there's no la in there, meaning that there's not going to be a lava hound in this composition. He's going to take all of these free air defenses on this bottom side and push his kill squad up into the core and get as much value as he possibly can out of that before deploying his balloons. And basically he's going to look to surgically attack each of these exterior air targeting defenses with his balloons. Watch, he's brought in several balloons over there, and they're just going to go right in. Ooh, nice air mines on the outside, and he's going to end up taking those down pretty nicely. He's going to end up supporting these balloons over on the left side a little bit more because he didn't quite get as much as he wanted to. Those black mines did throw off that double deployment to take those point defenses just a little bit, but meanwhile the queen has decided to go outside of the base, and she is going to end up doing some nice valuable clearing on the outside here. And that meanwhile he's decided to drop all his remaining balloons and a haste spell to go right into these last remaining Teslas, and that's going to end up being key because he ends up coming down to the wire here. He doesn't have that many balloons left, and that lava hound is going to end up coming over and hanging up the queen. But his balloons are able to get over it just in the nick of time with just enough juice and take out this Expo. Good job to Chensaurus. The rest is just clean up. The king will get Pearl Harbored. Boom, he didn't even see it coming. And the hound pops, but not gonna stop the rest of the attack. Anyways, GG to God of War. This is our week 4 match against BostonTeaParty versus God of War in the CWL Rising League. We were not as strong as we wanted to be this week. Town Hall 9s, gosh darn it, I couldn't be in the war. I really wish I had been, but you know, seeing that, seeing 12 for 38 on Town Hall 9 attacks, you know, not being able to triple all the 9s, it's a sad day for me as a Town Hall 9. And definitely something that we want to improve on. Shout out to Eric Kiefer for hitting his 10v10 triple. That was awesome. I love being able to show that kind of attack on my channel and in these recaps. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and hopefully next week I won't have to eat another banana. Take care. See you later.